Hello, fellow Greatican, and welcome to the fourth installment of Make America Great or Die Trying. I'm your host, FrozenRelic. Okay, so today, before we get into it, I want to point out that hopefully the video looks a little better. I got a new monitor, and I'm recording off of that. My previous monitor was 3440 by 1440, so ultra wide. And what was happening is there would be black bars on the top and bottom of the video because I generally export out to 1080p 60. So this monitor I picked up is a 1080 monitor, 144 hertz. It's an Asus VG278Q. It's about 280 bucks, something like this. But now I'm kind of playing at the resolution that I'm hoping to export out to. So hopefully it'll be a little better on the eyes. Okay, so let's get into this one. Let's load our game up and recap what happened last time. Okay, so I'm gonna get this started. So if you remember last time we expanded our prisons. Actually not expanded the prisons, but expanded the amount of money we're spending to upgrade prison quality so that we can help rehabilitate prisoners instead of just, shoving them all into a cell and not seeing any sunlight. We also enacted a plastic bag tax to help get a little bit more income, did some community policing, and did a luxury tax. Actually went full hog on that baby. $137 billion a quarter is the revenue for that, and it straight pissed off all the wealthy people and some of the middle income as well. In this episode, I probably won't get to the tobacco tax. It's still on my to-do list, but the political capital required is kind of hefty, and there's some other things I want to get to. Let's kind of start off by resuming where we were at last time, and we have a new threat group, the Black Power group, that we're going to have to start paying attention to. On the plus side, though, my popularity is at 49% and growing, and I kind of expect that over this next 2 quarters that we're going to play in this video, that we'll get it to about 55%, something like this. We have some terrorists that were captured, and vigilante mobs is now at an end. Also, unemployment and crime are going down. So let's kind of jump in here. Click on this. Some of our brave soldiers fighting abroad have located and captured some terrorists who were planning an attack against us. This is a great day for a great country, for the security and freedom of all of us. So that's pretty awesome. And we've got some pluses here to Patriot membership, and everyone in general. So let's continue. All right. So I have 27 political capital. Kind of just looking at the cabinet in general. By the way, so we have, I believe right here, Andrew Gonzalez, we were talking about. He's contributing 2.3 political capital. Not too impressive. He's doing basically half his job. But one of the things I want to point out, in case you haven't played this yet, is you can fire your cabinet person for 3 political capital, and then you can just go ahead and rehire somebody else, and that hiring process is 0 political capital. However, when you fire somebody, there's actually a residual effect. So, you'll have, for example, Helen Jones here, and she's at 3 political capital that she's giving you, and here's her loyalty and all that. But if you go ahead and fire Andrew Gonzalez, she's going to be like, oh, am I next? And this 3 is going to go down, and it kind of depends, but maybe it goes down to like 2.5, and then you fire someone else, and next thing you know, you're getting 1 political capital. So one of the other things you can do for just 10 political capital is just dump everybody and rehire the entire team. And sometimes maybe that's kind of a better play. And then, as I've shown before, you can go ahead and check out potential people right here. Let's get out of here. All right. So, also, in case you haven't played before and you're trying to just following along, some of the things you want to pay attention to are these red circles. And where's that asthma? Is it down here? Yeah. So like we have an asthma epidemic, and it's telling you what's contributing to this. So car usage is contributing to this positively, which doesn't mean good. It actually means it's making it increase. So what you want to do is look at, in this particular case, as we go back over here, is we want to look at the environment. Also of note is this asthma epidemic is affecting the parents group, and we're losing rep because of that. So you can also just click on this and kind of see what I just told you. And as we look at the epidemic, it is coming down. However, this green line is where we need it to get to. So really just got to reduce this car usage. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and let that sit. But we have some other things to pay attention to. But first, I actually want to get into some policies. I have a couple ideas I had been thinking about. And I wanted to go into welfare and start addressing fraud, because people are just claiming different things and using welfare inaccurately. So, welfare fraud department. So when the government gives so much money out in welfare payments, it's essential that the money is correctly targeted and not exploited by people making serious claims. A dedicated fraud department will detect false claimants, recover lost money, and reassure middle-income taxpayers that their taxes are being spent wisely, although it can antagonize legitimate complaints. So, whatever. I mean, you know, you can't please everybody. However, let's look at this for a second. So we have a 99% popularity with voters. There's, you know, the 1%ers, the opposite 1%ers maybe aren't too happy. I'm going to say like that would actually be maybe the criminals, the 1% criminals. It's going to take 3/4 to enact and cost 4 political capital, which isn't much. It's kind of not really an income thing. It's just more of we're just doing it for our persona, because maxing out is going to cost 3.67 billion, and it's only going to bring back 512. Not the best, but we're going to go ahead and do this, and we're actually going to max it out. So now there's going to be undercover investigators going and looking, and you know, we'll see what they find. I don't know if it's going to be the equivalent of you know, some of these other things we have going on in the country, where an entire agency launches a massive sting with thousands or whatever employees and then announce they arrested 4 people or something. So let's do this. Okay, so we have 23 capital left for this turn. And I'm kind of wanting to get... I know we have the Black Power group who is gaining momentum and is definitely going to be a problem. But right now I'm kind of in a business mood, so I want to look at the National Business Council. It's in economy, I think. There it is. National Business Council. The establishment of a National Business Council gives a strong voice to business interests and ensures that the needs of business, both big and small, are taken into account. The council serves as a way to promote capitalism and enterprise and get across the message that the corporate world has so much to offer, creates employment and prosperity. It takes 2 quarters to implement. It's to political cost, and it's about $3.84 billion in cost. I think we're just going to bankrupt this company. This country. Well, the company too, but this country at the rate I'm going. But I am going to implement this, and why not? I'm going to max it out, which is going to be to the absolute delight of capitalists everywhere. Has an effect on GDP, and socialism is going to take a bit of a hit. Not too bad, but a little bit. By the way, it's also 97% popularity of voters. And in this video, we're kind of coming on the end of our second year. And coming into that sort of swing third year, we want to start thinking about getting reelected so that, you know, we get our full presidential run out of this. So we went ahead and did that. And now we're at 21 political capital. And thinking, okay, so foreign relations. All right, so I'm going to actually go back over here. There's a trade council. Where would that be? Foreign policy? Try to remember. There's a trade council policy. Oh, I guess it'd have to be here. There it is. Okay, so the trade council, it always has been a hassle to find trustworthy trading partners in foreign countries. With the establishment of the Trade Council, this will become easier as potential trade partners are listed here and make offers themselves. This will increase our international trade and boost the economy. So basically, we're telling everyone, hey, stay home, don't come to this country, but we would like your money still. So we're going to go ahead and also 59% popularity. Takes 2 quarters to implement, a couple $2 billion more. Again, we're just writing checks. Who cares? Let's do this. I'm going to max it out because there's no point in not maxing it out. Apply there. All right, so we got that kind of taken care of. There's some other things that I'm interested in doing, but they're kind of big asks. So, for example, let me go back over here for a sec. Law and order. Yeah. So I kind of want to do these CCTV cameras. So the CCTV cameras can be a great help in catching criminals. Cameras can also deter crime, but the installation costs are extremely high. And there's concerns about civil rights from people who don't something or other. We're not going to keep reading. We don't care about civil rights, right? So we just want cameras everywhere, and then couple that with a minority report, and you've got a big win. So this takes 2 quarters to implement, but the big one here is it's 28 political capital. So I basically am going to have to save political capital from one quarter, and then use probably the entire next quarter's capital to make this happen. But it definitely is on my radar. And I kind of wanted to couple that with some wiretapping, so yes. So from a law and order perspective, wiretapping is an essential weapon in the fight against organized crime and terrorism. So the problem is that it's difficult to prevent misuse of such a system, and liberals, so we're going to take a hit with the liberals again, are keen to point out how widespread wiretapping is a very sinister sign of a police state. Which we're not going to be a complete police state, but what's wrong with a little wiretapping is what I'd say. So, you know, it's going to take 3 quarters. It's actually fairly cheap, I guess, compared to everything else we've been doing at 934 million max. But the, again, big problem is it has a hefty price to get into play at 26 political capital. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to wait on that one as well. Let me just go over here for a sec. So I know we have an asthma epidemic, and, you know, car usage needs to come down and all that. In fact, actually, car usage is coming down. But I'm thinking, you know what Americans need? Is new cars. So, you know, new cars are better. Some of these old cars, they just spew all sorts of things in the air. We don't want to take away your cars. I mean, you know, we're gonna let you keep your cars, keep your guns, just, you know, settle down. But we do want to get people into newer vehicles. So one of the ways that we can do that is with a subsidy. Let's see. So, under transport here, where is it? Boom, there it is. So we have new car subsidies. So new cars are expensive, but also cause less strain on the environment, while old cars and used cars may be cheaper, but as I was saying, they cause more pollution. So Using this subsidy, people will be able to buy new cars that are safer and protect the environment while making motorists happy. So we're going to, motorist group will probably go up as well. So new car smell for everybody. Yay. All right. Let's get this done. I've got the political capital for it. It takes a quarter to enact. It's 1 to 20 bill, depending what we want to do. And it's highly, highly popular with voters. So let's do that. All right. So let's see. At the medium, we're at 10 billion. But if we max this out, let's see. We're really going to gain with motorists. We're going to have some oil demand go down. CO2 emissions is going down. So we are going to affect the asthma epidemic, which is a nice win. It affects GDP, motorist income as well. So this, I think this has quite a lot of overall win for us. So I'm going to enact that. I've got 5 political capital left. And now I kind of want to survey the landscape a little bit. So let's go in here. Look at our security briefing. So we have a few issues starting to brew. Okay, so first, for starters, people are leaving the Church of Christ like something ridiculous. I remember this was over 11 million 1 year ago. I think it was 1 year ago. It is now 3 million and just falling. All these are falling. The Human Rights Society is dropping. They're currently the #1 threat in this area. Where is? I was looking for the must be missing it, or it's not listed here. Okay, I was thinking the whatever it is, the People's something or other party. They're kind of a problem. So yeah, because they're our rivals. So down in here in the very serious area, we have the Black Power Group. They have 316 members, but they're a terrorist organization, and their threat is definitely rising. So we have things like tasers, chip implants. Here's the wiretapping I was talking about. So I'm thinking that, what was that? Something like, I think it was, what was it, 26 capital? Political capital. I think this is going to be something that maybe happens next quarter, or next, yeah. So let's see, ID cards. Here's that detention without trial. If I remember right, this was something like 50. That's just not happening. Curfews, that's something. The CCTV, again, something else. So if we end up doing the CCTV and the wiretapping, while making like liberals and other people upset, it definitely will probably go a long way towards curtailing our threats that are coming in. But I wanted to hit this curfews inactive. Yeah. Okay. So this is 50 political capital. I don't know. That's, half a year of political capital, basically. Maybe, who knows? Maybe that'll be one of those things that if we get reelected right afterwards, we can throw something like that down. And since we're not too concerned with being elected a third time, since that's not possible in this game with these settings. So let's get out of here. And then let's look at our opinion polls for a second. So again, Patriots are fine. Retired. Conservatives are going up. Religious is just, pretty much straight arrow there. Let's take a look at parents. Where are you at? Okay, so parents is going up as well. And if we get this asthma epidemic under control, then that group's actually going to go up. We're also continuing our solidifying of where the ethnic minority group is at. Let's look at our focus group for a second. By the way, so we start with a nice guy here with a gun. I was looking for him last time. So Dennis Peterson, he's only slightly happy, and that's mainly because he doesn't have a gun in his other hand. he would be very, very happy with maybe a 1911 or something in his other hand. So he's with, it's kind of interesting. So he's with the People's Popular Front. This is what I was talking about a minute ago, who are basically our rivals. But his approval rating's actually 52.91%. So even though he's with the other party, we may be able to swing him around. He's definitely going to vote. He belongs to the Traditional Values Alliance organization. Oh my God. Are you looking at this? I just looked. All these people with guns. Look at all this. What? Okay, so all right. So this is America. Nice. There's like a little lady here, here, and here, but everybody else has a gun. Oh, that guy has a pitchfork. Is that a book? Slap that out of his hand and put a gun in there. So let's look at some of these gun-toting guys, and let's see what we got. Go over here. So Pamela Johnson, who kind of looks like the last guy, is extremely supportive. 74% voting probability. I'm gonna guess that the names and pictures aren't really connected. Maybe something happened here. Let's go to this little lady here. Yes, so we definitely have some UI problem. Okay, well this, oh, there we go. Okay, so just some game issue, no biggie. So she is 100% approving, 73% voting probability, so we're probably getting her vote. That's pretty awesome. Or his vote, Gerald. So I think it was last video or the one before, and I was talking about how I never messed with this button, because I haven't. So I went ahead before recording and just hit it just out of curiosity, and it does exactly what it says. It gives you a new focus group. So if I do this, I get a new group. I can be like, wee, and then, wow, evidently everybody has guns. Okay, maybe we need to get to security a little sooner than I thought. This is interesting. So I'm just gonna guess this is some sort of game malfunction. He does have a book. Oh, he has a motorist book. How clever. Is he? He is a motorist. Okay. Oh, 100% motorist. Nice. That's pretty nice design choice there. So let's see. He's part of the Farmers Society organization, living on Green Acres. He's got 39% chance of voting. He's moderately supportive. He's above the could take it or leave it. He's probably likely going to end up voting for us. So that's good. All right, so enough of these guys. Oh, what's this? Okay, Fred Wood is very unhappy. Again, this People's Popular Front. He's going to vote, so he's going to cancel out the other gun-toting guy's vote. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Socialist, commuter. Maybe the commuter's going to work in our favor. Patriots working in our favor. Maybe middle income, state employee. We may get them to the 50-50 mark when it's all said and done. We'll see. And if not, oh well. All right, so policies, don't really need to look through here too much. We've got a good bit of green going on. A lot of these things are supported. Some of these other things are just whatever. We're not going to change them, so I'm not going to spend much time looking into them. I'm not taking away my police drones. This tobacco tax is only going higher as soon as we can get to it. I swear, I'm just going to tease it every video, and then we'll never get to it. I guess I'll just make a pact. Like, if it gets to the end of the second term and I haven't done tobacco tax, I don't care what's going on. I'm just doing tobacco tax, and I'll max it at that point. So, let's see. Education's going up. Crime. Look at this crime, though. I mean, this is so nice. 26% down. I mean, it's the police with the submachine guns, with the drones flying over their head. I mean, just everything is working very, very nicely. Violent crime is down, of course. Poverty's going down. We're just shooting the poor people, so expect this to continue to drop. Let's see, racial tensions are going down. That's still surprises me every time. Tobacco usage, no. Actually, I was thinking about this kind of in a diabolical way. I really think what we want to do is allow tobacco advertising everywhere. Let's get everyone smoking, so then when we tax it, we make more money. I mean, why in the heck would we want to stop advertising and encourage people to stop smoking and then do a tax? It's like, great, we spent all this money and now we're making no money because no one's smoking. So smoke them if you got them. That's what I say. All right, middle earnings is up, traffic congestion, yada, yada, yada. And here we go again, kind of exactly what I was saying back, probably, I think it was maybe the first video, how I expected this to go. We are, again, with turn 6, going more capitalist, and ever so slightly reaching down towards that line between conservatism and liberalism. Yeah. All right, and I think that's it. We don't have any outstanding questions to do, so I am going to click next and begin the next quarter, which is the back half of year 2. Let's get going and see what happens. All right, making impossible promises. I mean, that's like my daily life. Awesome. All right, click. Let's do it. Okay, so antisocial behavior, situations now at an end. So all those things we were enacting definitely came in handy. Here's the big one. So polls report, yes, we are now at 51%. That is pretty awesome. So this probably will keep going up as long as we just become the popularity president and don't actually worry about leading or anything like this. Crime is down again. Let's see. Our security services are concerned that there are extremist elements within ethnic minorities that are calling themselves the Black Power Group, which may become a serious threat to law and order. So I'm anxious to see if this group has increased in membership. I should have probably paid a little more attention. I thought it was somewhere around the 300s, somewhere in there when we looked at it. My cabinet is loyal and adequate. Very okay-ish, I suppose. Credit rating downgraded, of course. So let's just click that. And when that happens, we lose a little bit GDP and with the capitalists. So we're going to continue and just take a quick peek here. Yeah, so you can see that now my capital per turn is down to 22. We started at 25, and so, you know, I would say it's starting to annoy me a little bit. Definitely at 20, it's a problem. Losing 5 political capital is each quarter is definitely puts a hamper on what you can do. 1 or 2, maybe not so much, but we're in that middle ground now. And we can take a look and see that Andrew Gonzalez is continuing his decline for us, as well as, you know, Earl James. These guys are trying to get to the +2 range, and our best is Ann Diaz in economy and Jerry Long in welfare. So we may have to figure something out here at some point. By the way, let's just take a quick peek. So 4 capital to fire him, 6 to fire him, 5 to fire her, 3 to fire him, 6, 4 and 3. It's almost like or for 10. You're all gone. We actually may do that. I'm feeling these guys aren't winning bigly. We may have to fire them all. Okay, so let me think here. We've got 27 political capital. Oh boy, what do we really want at 20? By the way, this is the annoying part about seeing your political capital per turn drop even 1 point. So to do CCTV cameras, we need 28. Let me just verify. It's over in Law and Order, of course. Yes. So we need 28, and we have 27. So if I really wanted this right now, I guess I could save a couple, but it's almost like you've now got to almost, I don't want to say waste a quarter, but You're basically one more turning into the next quarter just because of that. So I guess thanks to my cabinet. Yeah, if it goes down one more point, they're all canned. Every single one of them. I only like winners in my cabinet. I don't like losers. Okay, so I'm thinking, you know what we need? There's a lot of fake news. I mean, just it's all fake except for my Twitter account. We need to make the news great again. So how are we going to do that? And I was thinking that all of our news should start with our national anthem, and I mean, it really lets you know what country you're in and who you're supporting. And if the news isn't playing the national anthem, then the terrorists win. So let's go look at that and decide if we want to do that. If I can, I think I have enough capital for it, but I'm not positive. So public services. We could do free eye tests, but I like blind people. I think I'm going there myself. So, jokes aside, I mean, well, maybe not jokes aside. I'm nothing but jokes, I suppose. Sometimes being blind has its benefits. Not wanting to see what's going on. So, all right. So awkward segue, I should say. Let's see. Where are you? Here we go. And it's 100% popularity. That's pretty interesting. So, national anthem at start of news. Flashy introductions for news shows may look fancy, but it's missing the point. These news are for our people in our country. So we should make it clear that not that. Sorry, I'm actually reading something else while I'm doing this. This is going off the rails really, really fast. Okay, let me back up. Basically, we're gonna play the national anthem at the start of every news broadcast. I happen to like this. I think it's great. The NFL can take a cue from that. Oops. So. Let's look at, by the way, I guess go Raiders, being in Vegas. Raiders are coming to Vegas. Okay, go Knights, go. All right, so this is going to cost 18 political capital to do. It's only going to take a quarter to implement, so that's pretty cool. And I'll still have 9 political capital left. I really want those CCTVs, though. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna wait on this. I'm gonna put a pin in this one. It's actually something I'll do in year 3. But I gotta make sure that I can get those CCTVs soon. So one of the other things that may be good. Let me just see here. Public libraries. Who wants those? Don't want to give grants to universities. Anti-education. Where are the school tax credits? Do I not have enough? Am I missing it? Wow. Okay, so evidently I am now really blind. I could have swore it was like right around in here. Oh, climate change adaptation fund. So we'll keep that at 0. Let's see. Okay, what the heck? You may have seen it and now you're like, it's right there, it's right there. So, okay. This must be in tax. There it is. Wow. Okay. I don't know why. I was thinking it was a public service, but yeah, it is a tax credit, so this definitely makes sense. Okay, so school tax credits. A system of tax reductions and credits designed to encourage people to spend their money on private education in order to reduce their tax liability. This boosts private schooling without involving the state running schools or employing teachers, but its effect is limited to those people in society earning enough to be paying the tax in the first place. Sounds like a win to me, so let's go ahead and look into this. It's going to take 1 quarter to enact. It's going to take 19 political capital. This is still going to leave us about 8 political capital, which I may roll over into the next turn. Think about that for a minute. It is kind of pricey, though. Wow. I mean, max that thing out, you're looking at $120 billion. But I'm actually going to do it. I might find some middle ground here. Let's see who it is we're affecting as well. So let's go ahead and implement this. By the by, it would be really awesome if in this game I could do it, have like an undo. Like I clicked on this and be like, oh, never mind, change my mind. But that is not possible. So maybe next time. Democracy 4. Let's see. So at 62, so if we just went all the way up, we're gonna hit home runs with middle earnings, high earnings, private school, grand slam there, wealthy, homer, middle income, home run, socialists and poor are gonna be upset. I mean, this is just a lot of win for our persona. I have an idea of where to get this money back, but it's definitely going to upset everybody and also take a lot of political capital. And I'll go over that in a second. You know what? Let's do this. Let's max this out. Click. Man, that didn't feel good at all. All right. So, yeah, why not? Every time we go a little forward with the income, we just spend 2, 3, 4, 20 times what we got back. But anyway, what I was talking about a second ago is the oops, where is it? It's down here. It's just income tax in general. Which one is it? I always forget. Okay, so I'm gonna spend the next 40 minutes just look. There it is. Percent sign. Nice. Okay, so right now we're taxing at 31%. And this is equating to $595 billion a quarter. Let's just have fun and be like, you know what? I want 90% of your money. Man, this thing shoots up like a rocket. It is awesome. So this isn't going to happen because this is not our persona. Maybe, just maybe, when I do the Bernie Sanders playthrough, this will happen. Let's see. 1 second. I'm going to look at... Okay, so yeah, so to get, let's say I wanted to get 200-ish. Yeah, so to get back about 200 or so billion dollars a quarter, this could happen this way. Middle income suffers, capitalist suffers, poor and middle slightly higher, just a little bit more, not too bad. Equality gets a boost and socialism gets a boost. Going up here may not be a bad move at some point. I think that this feels more like a maybe against our persona, but if it was going to happen, it would be definitely a year 5 item. But let me just look at yeah, we can just totally be like, you know what, 1%. My God, that would be a hit. 600 billion down to 31 billion. Yeah, I mean, if we just want to wreck the country, I suppose we could do that. But I do think at some point we may adjust this. It's only 7 political capital to lower, and we're at 31%, and I'm thinking we may drop this down to 20%. This makes sense for us. But not right now. Also, if I didn't mention it, 30 political capital raise, and that's why that's not happening. Okay, I have 8 political capital left, and I'm actually going to save this for the start of year 3, because it's either going to be tobacco tax or CCTVs that come in, maybe some maybe wiretapping, something like this, or maybe a combination of national anthem for the news and flags on all streets or something like this. So I'm going to definitely need some political capital to operate with to get at least one of these off the ground. So I'm going to save that. And as a little bit of a tease, I'm going to go ahead and click the next button. We're going to kind of see what we have to look forward to the next playthrough. All right, posturing on foreign policy. Clicking to return to the government. Do it. Oh, extreme nationalism. A new situation. Nice. Although not so nice, as we'll find out. Crime is down. Man, look at that crime. Oh, just keep going down. Health is going up, so that's definitely a positive. People smuggling is a urgent policy question, which I'll click on in the next video. We only gained 1% though. That's kind of disappointing. Popularity of 52%, so maybe we'll look at that. So by the way, our credit rating is CC now. It was CCC, so I guess one less C. So let's see. So we're in the middle of the term because we are starting year 3 now. And the current size of the Great Agains is 9 million. The opposition party has more members than us, of course. And oh, this is interesting. So the security service has detected a growth in support for extremist patriotic organizations and have concerns about a group called the Patriot Army. So this is probably related to our nationalism. So the Black Power group evidently didn't grow as much or something. And in the next video, we're going to kind of break that down and figure out why. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, maybe check out some of the other videos, and there definitely will be more coming. So until next time, my fellow Great Again, see you later.